try to go back to those tonight.
And we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
Now here's Jones after Luka Doncic's miss. Fires the three. Up again. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Lakers on offense. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Giannis. And here is Robertson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Brand. A rebound by the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Count that one.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Castle with it. The layup off target.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
First team foul.
Here's Castle, and stolen by Ayton.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passing.
On the wing, Doncic. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Bucks trailed by 5. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
It's so easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
Here's Doncic. Pass to Carter. Back to James. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Now here is Carter. No scoring in this one.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Brand outside. Robertson outside. Plays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Robertson with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, what a save by Giannis. He should always be crashing the offensive glass like
this. 24 seconds left to play here in the first.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Robertson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And so he hits both. Here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bryant. Back to Doncic. To end the run. He can't get that one. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top. They lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Just 5 on the clock. No good from LeBron.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
James looking it over. Reeves in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James. Reeves has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There it goes, Antetokounmpo. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And he gets them with the shot fake. Giannis earns a trip to the line with the oldest trick in the book.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And he knocks down the first one. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Vanderbilt with the screen. Doncic looking it over. Reeves trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on brand.
It's so challenging trying to guard Doncic without fouling it because he's not afraid to get hit.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent, Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player, a generational talent. Kevin?
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Pass to Nevitt. Back to Doncic. Lakers passing it around. Kobe misses. Milwaukee leading by 3. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's Doncic battling down low.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Giannis. Nevitt with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
To the paint. Rebound, Milwaukee. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Lakers on the break.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Los Angeles, they look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
A capable shooter from three-point land. When Portis is nailing this shot, it really helps space the floor.
Shoots. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And it's Carter missing. Bucks leading by 5. Outside Portis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
Ayton missed screen. For 3, Kobe drills it from outside. Kobe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. Outside Portis. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Oh, look at that.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane job.
Now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 5. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. Antetokounmpo's got the first points of the second half here for the Bucks. Lakers trailed by 7. Pass to Ayton. Now Carter. And stolen by Portis. And here comes the break. And Portis throws it down.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
Doncic outside. Jacks up a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And then they continue to control the glass.
You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor. Good cleanup there by Ayton, using his reach to get the rebound and finish the job.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Right side out of Kumbo. Pass to Castle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Bryant looking over the floor. And Elton Brand pulls it down.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And to the Kumbo inside. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third, missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
Bryant with the steal. Reeves outside. On the wing, Reeves. It's James atop the key. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Robertson with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Outside, Jones. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for him.
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin, back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. There's 1:17 left in the third. Now here's Porter. Still without a basket. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Doncic outside. Reeves in the corner. Back to Doncic. Looking to get it going. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Up top, Doncic. 13 points in the game. No good there.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. To the paint. Nisi got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball.
30 seconds.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So it's the Lakers now. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Nailed from three-point land.
So he just finds a teammate.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Doncic with the steal. The Lakers trade. Pass to Reeves. And here is Ayton. Antetokounmpo defending. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
Pass to Reeves. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Castle. Jones, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And here is Los Angeles now. Doncic outside. Pass to Reeves. And right on target. Good. 8 points for Austin Reeves.
Catch and fire. Reeves always ready to pull the trigger.
Now onto the Kumbo. Now Castle. Four on the shot clock. From deep. Cleared away by Ayton. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And the big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Doncic! And he does not hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
What a shooter! What a shooter! Kobe Bryant!
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Off the glass!
You can tell Giannis loves delivering in these moments. Puts the team on his back without hesitation.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The shot is good!
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing we want to happen.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Now Carter. Oh, the dunk!
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Now onto the Kumbo. It's off target.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. The Lakers making a switch here. Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's 8. Robertson with the steal. Now onto the Kumbo.
Well, Antetokounmpo is such a tough cover. Just dares the defense to foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ballgame.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
They're outside. It's James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo with the rebound. Jones. Oh, the slam dunk.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy